Slade Wilson was created by Mark Wolfman and George Perez. Most people know him as just Slade if you've watched the Teen Titans cartoon. In the comics, he is known as Deathstroke. He is a mercenary and assassin who serves as the archenemy of the Teen Titans, specifically Dick Grayson. Over the years, many writers have developed him as an adversary to other superheroes in the DC universe as well, such as Batman and Green Arrow. Slade Wilson was 16 years old when he first enlisted in the United States Army, having lied about his age. After serving a stint in Korea, he was later assigned to Camp Washington, where he had been promoted to the rank of major. In the early 1960s, he met Captain Adeline Kane, who was tasked with training young soldiers in new fighting techniques in anticipation of brewing troubles taking place in Vietnam. Kane was amazed by how skilled Slade was and how quickly he adapted to modern conventions of warfare. She immediately fell in love with him and realized he was without a doubt the most able-bodied combatant she had ever encountered. She offered to privately train Slade in guerrilla warfare. In less than a year, Slade mastered every fighting form presented to him and was soon promoted to the rank of lieutenant colonel. 6 months later, Adeline and he were married, and she became pregnant with their first child. The war in Vietnam began to escalate, and Slade was shipped overseas. In the war, his unit massacred a village, an event which sickened them. He was also rescued by SAS member Wintergreen, to whom he would return the favor. Chosen for a secret experiment, the Army imbued him with enhanced physical powers in an attempt to create a metahuman super soldier for the U.S. military. Deathstroke became a mercenary soon after the experiment when he defied orders to rescue his friend Wintergreen, sent on a suicide mission by a commanding officer with a grudge. However, Slade kept this career secret from his family, even though his wife was an expert military combat instructor. A criminal named Jackal took his younger son Joseph Wilson hostage to force Slade to divulge the name of the client who had hired him as an assassin. Slade refused, claiming it was against his personal honor code. He attacked and killed the kidnappers at the rendezvous. Unfortunately, Joseph's throat was slashed by one of the criminals before Slade could prevent it, destroying Joseph's vocal cords and rendering him mute. After taking Joseph to the hospital, Adeline was enraged at his endangerment of her son and tried killing Slade by shooting him, but only managed to destroy his right eye. Afterwards, his confidence in his physical abilities was such that he made no secret of his impaired vision, marked by his mask, which was a black, featureless half covering his lost right eye. Without his mask, Slade was wearing an eye patch to cover his eye. Slade has a long history as an enemy of the Teen Titans. Beginning when his other son Grant received superhuman enhancements from Hive, dubbed himself Ravager, and accepted a contract from them to kill or capture the Teen Titans. However, Grant's enhancements proved fatal, and Slade agreed to complete the contract. His first mission involved stealing the element Promethium from Star Labs and selling it as the ultimate weapon. He then kidnapped the Titans and placed them in a path of a Promethean bomb to test his device for the buyers, effectively killing 2 birds with 1 stone. The Titans escaped and pursued Deathstroke, but he severely wounded Beast Boy in his escape. This would be the start to a lasting animosity between the two. Deathstroke next appeared in New York holding officials hostage in order to lure the Titans into confronting him. Terra, a new ally of the Titans, and Beast Boy were the only ones available to answer the call. Terra knocked Beast Boy out and fought Deathstroke single-handedly in an effort to prove herself worthy of being a Titan. Deathstroke escaped as the other Titans arrived, but by then, Terra had proven herself and the team offered her membership. Later that night, it was revealed that Terra and Deathstroke had conspired to fake the fight in a plot to infiltrate the team. Time for his powers. Slade and Wilson's physical and mental attributes had been enhanced as a result of the experimental serum he was given. He possesses heightened strength, agility, durability, reflexes, and the ability to utilize up to 90% of his brain capacity. Deathstroke also possesses a regenerative healing factor that enables him to recover from physical injury much more rapidly than a normal human. It does, however, have its limits, as it cannot heal his missing eye, nor can it regenerate entire limbs. In addition to being a military tactical genius with years of military experience, Deathstroke is an expert in many forms of unarmed combat and martial arts as well, serving as a master of Bojutsu, boxing, Jojutsu, Judo, Jujitsu, Karate, and Ninjutsu. Deathstroke is highly proficient in the use of various firearms and melee weapons. He typically wields a wide variety of swords, including katanas, giant broadswords, and a volatile Promethium forged swords that can redistribute copious amounts of energy from any source directed against them.